Hi. Okay, today what I'm going to share with you is a revelation. It's more like a realization. Everybody has a resolution, I have a realization. Now, over these years, I've been speaking about leadership, I speak about governance, I speak about the tone at the top, I speak about business growth, scalability, and everything. But today I want to touch on the mindset itself. And even in my workshops, by the way, whenever I conduct these workshops, whether it's leadership workshop or governance workshop, the first 2 or 3 hours of my one-day workshop is mainly on the mindset piece itself. But I want to share my experience, what I experienced last week. And this was completely game changing. So let me just backtrack slightly. So over the years, I've been meditating and seeing so many videos, and we come across so much information out there, how to meditate, what you really need to do. You need to go into an altered state and everything, which is fine. And what's been happening over the years is that you visualize, or you go into that particular altered state. And this has been quite powerful in the past as well. But the thing is that they say that you need to go into a sleep mode. If you see some of the videos, goes into alpha state, then it goes into theta delta state. So it's like a sleep mode that you fall into, which is the core element of meditation. And that's exactly what I've been doing. But there is no one out there on YouTube which is showing you about this different element of energy surge and how you can get that energy surge. It's taken me over 20 years, and this new discovery is completely changed my whole life, I would say. And nowadays, when I meditate, it's like I look forward to that particular experience. So what happened is that, like I'm mentioning, in the past, it would be about 30-minute meditation. I would look into some elements of meditation from Joe Dispenza, for example. And Joe talks about how the mindset itself would help you to heal. And he takes you into this energy field. But the point is that how do you really enter that energy field, within the first 2 or 3 minutes? And that is exactly the technique I want to show you, and I want to give you my experience and what that has led me from that particular point. So here's the thing, is that when you meditate, you normally go into, like I say, a sleep mode. You'll be in a very relaxed state. And I press upon, if you're a leader, if you're a business owner, director, CEO, or anybody who's listening to this particular video, it doesn't matter, the position doesn't matter, you could be any part of the world. What I'm about to share can be life-changing. So over this period, every day I've been meditating, and for the past, I would say, about 3 months, I've been quite consistent in my meditation. So I've been doing the meditation and I've been quite consistent. But this particular experience, which happened last week, it was a Thursday, I still remember vividly, Thursday, and I normally meditate in the evening hours. It's about 30 to 40 minutes of meditation that I have that particular space. That is my space, that is when I would really meditate. And here's the experience that I had. So I have two meditations that I do. The first one, and then it goes to another one, which is a heart coherence, and it goes into brain coherence meditation. But I'm not saying that you use my meditation, whatever I do, you can use any type of meditation. But here's the thing, is that while I was meditating, the first phase of the meditation, nothing happened. The second phase and the second half is when I had this experience. And what happened, all of a sudden, I had this surge of energy. It was just a different elevated level of energy which I could feel. So it was like this energy field which I could feel. So how did I develop this, and not in the past? Because in the past, it was I would go into a very deep state, but not experience that I'm in some sort of a heightened level of field. My body temperature went up as well. I could sense heat in my body, and I was excited. But at the same time, I was even a little bit doubting myself, because the doubt came in is that what if I just float out of my body? And that was the doubt which I had. But I let that experience take the better of me, and I went with that particular experience. And here's the thing, when I went into that particular experience itself, it was a different level altogether. It was completely game changing. So you'll ask that, all right, fine, everybody talks about their experiences. What's so special about this one? And here's the thing, it's the technique that I want to show you. And so what you do is, the first thing that I would press upon you to look into is take out space of 30 minutes. This is my sort of preference or sweet spot that I would ask you to consider. And of course, it's entirely up to you, but 30 minutes would be a good sweet spot to be in. And in that particular 30 minutes, you need to have each and every minute of the experience that I'm talking about, because I think that will help you to be more creative. It will help you to heal yourself as well, all the ailments, everything. It will help you to visualize better. It will help you to achieve the results that you want. And most important, I think this is the biggest one for any of you listening to this, and this is the ability to pick up patterns in advance. And this is what I'm working on, by the way, when I help companies and when I coach leaders as well. This is one thing that I do, is I help them to pick up patterns. What are the patterns? What is going to really happen? And I promise you, it is completely life-changing. So, okay, the question that you would have is, how can I really get into that particular state? And I'll just share my experience. I don't know about you, but I'll just share what I went through and why I feel so passionate about this and connected. And I just want to share this knowledge, is that while I was breathing, all of a sudden in my mind, I obviously, we're closing our eyes when we are meditating, and I use a blinder as well, an eye blinder, to eliminate any light around my eyes as well. And what happened is that as I was breathing, the energy came out, and that energy, I felt it up here. So this is the spot I felt, and that's what made me even realize that this is really something very different. But from here, it was like I went into this floating space itself. But the technique is, the moment you breathe, you have to keep on having that cycle of breath coming in and out. So breathe in through your nose, breathe out from your mouth. But you don't need to be sort of focusing on your breathing itself. I was focusing on this elevated experience altogether. It was this energy level which was completely a different experience, my dear friends. And I don't know where this is going to lead to, but I always look forward to these particular meditations, and I'm sure there's going to be more coming from this particular experience. So I press upon you that just follow what I'm saying, and if you want further information, just watch the other videos that I'm going to share with you about my experience, and I'm sure this particular technique will improve. So in summary, what I want you to do is, the first 3 minutes, get into that particular state, and you can use any music, any sort of 432 megahertz music, or any sort of instrumental music. It doesn't need to be a specific guided meditation, which you can use. There are very many videos on YouTube as well. You can find all these sort of meditative tapes out there, which is really good. But all I'm saying is, space out 30 minutes, and from the day you start meditating, experience that field of energy. That's what I want you to do. Experience that field of energy, coming out of that particular energy and feeling that particular energy. It's it's surreal. It's something which I've never experienced, but I felt that surge connecting to my feelings as well. And the heat in my body really increased. So I don't know if this is really making sense, but my dear friends, if you're watching this, there's a bigger reality out there waiting for you. There's a bigger opportunity for you out there to really transform your life and your career and your business as well. So take these few points which I'm sharing with you, and I promise you that I'll be sharing more of these videos. If you like this particular video, let me know so that I can do more of these videos on my particular experience and what I've uncovered. And there's one other video that I'm going to do of the premonition that I had, and this was in the past, but it's now developing even further. So there'll be another video I want to share with you on the premonition part. Even though this, my channel is all about leadership and all, but mindset is also part of this particular channel. And the impact model, which I normally talk about, which is the intention, mindset, people, accountability, cost, leadership, and traction. The mindset piece is that 80%, and this is why I wanted to share this experience. With that, you'll lower your stress levels, you'll be more resilient, you will have more insights as well. You'll have those insights which you never thought of as well, and it will be quite intuitive as well. So work on this, sharpen your intelligence, as I say, but use this little technique, and I'm sure I will sharpen this particular technique as well. So I'll share those particular experiences in future. So I hope for now this really helps. If you have any questions, if you want to contribute, if you have any suggestions as well, just let me know, and I'll be interacting with you, and I'll let you know, I'll give you my response as well as to what I think. But I think there's something bigger out there. So I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.